Right now, as you listen to this, there is a version of you, already existing, who has crossed the bridge you've been standing on for so long. That version isn't waiting, isn't hoping, isn't asking for permission. They are living the reality you keep dreaming about. And here's the secret most people miss. That version of you is already reaching back, whispering across dimensions, sending little sparks into your awareness. Moments like this very video showing up in front of you. That's not coincidence. That's communication. Because consciousness doesn't operate in the linear timeline we've been taught. It exists in what quantum physicists call the eternal now, a field where all possibilities already coexist, which means your future self, the one who has broken through, who has aligned with their highest potential, isn't some distant fantasy. They're influencing you right here, right now. Think about the moments when you felt a deep pull towards something, when a conversation happened at the exact right time, when a book or a piece of content landed in your lap and it felt like it was written just for you. Those weren't accidents. They were transmissions from your future self, breadcrumbs designed to guide you home. But here's the turning point. Most people feel those signals and dismiss them. They call it coincidence, or they acknowledge the sign but do nothing with it. And so they return to their old identity, their old limitations, the same story about what is and isn't possible. What they don't realize is that those signals are invitations. Every time your future self nudges you, they're showing you the frequency of the reality you're moving toward. The moment you embody that frequency now, before the evidence appears, something extraordinary happens. You collapse the gap between the life you're reliving and the life you predestined for. I remember the first time this clicked for me. I was in meditation, feeling stuck, repeating the same old patterns, when I suddenly felt the presence of another version of me. Calm, clear, fully aligned. It wasn't a thought. It was a knowing. And in that moment, I realized, transformation isn't about becoming someone else. It's about remembering who you already are in your highest timeline. Your future self isn't a stranger. They are you, stripped of fear, doubt, and false identity. And the quantum field doesn't respond to what you want. It responds to who you re-being. When you start thinking, speaking, moving, and choosing as your actualized self, reality has no choice but to reorganize around that frequency. This is why affirmations often fall flat. If they come from the limited self, they carry static. Your future self doesn't need convincing. They simply embody truth, and that's what you're learning to do. Shift from desire into being. So how do you receive the signal more clearly? First, by bringing coherence into your inner world. Your future self doesn't live split between wanting one thing and believing another. They've collapsed the contradiction. When your thoughts, emotions, and actions align, you tune the channel. Every time you choose trust over control, love over fear, expansion over contraction, you become more attuned to their transmission. And here's the beautiful part. Your future self remembers this moment. They remember the exact instant you stopped doubting the signs, stopped rationalizing them away, and chose to embody your potential. They remember when you decided to act differently after receiving the nudge. That moment can be now. But recognizing the signal is only half of it. The other half is embodiment. You don't need to overhaul your whole life in one leap. Start with micro-choices. Ask yourself, how would my actualized self move through this day? And then follow that guidance even if it feels new. Maybe they'd speak up when you normally stay quiet. Maybe they'd treat themselves with more kindness. Maybe they'd take that small but brave step forward. Each decision from that energy creates a ripple that accelerates your transformation. Your future self lives in a reality where everything flows naturally, not because they forced it, but because they learned to align. Gratitude, for them, isn't wishful thinking. It's certainty. They're not grateful only for what's visible. They're grateful for what already exists in the quantum field. That gratitude collapses time. So take a breath right now. Feel into that version of you. Don't just imagine, embody. Notice how they carry themselves, how they speak internally, how they trust life. That's not fantasy. That's you making contact in real time. And yes, reality responds. Opportunities appear, people arrive, doors open. Not out of luck, but because you're finally tuned to the frequency where those things naturally exist. Your future self doesn't hustle or chase. They attract through alignment. They've learned that patience isn't waiting. It's active faith, walking each step as if the outcome is already secured. This is why your challenges aren't punishments. They're preparation. Every difficulty you've faced has carved the strength, clarity, and capacity to hold the life that's waiting. Your future self knows this. They see the perfection in your path, even when you can't yet. So let's make this moment a declaration. Right now, say it, internally, in the comments, wherever you feel it. I am receiving the transmission. Don't treat it as casual words. Feel them. When you do, you send a signal back into the quantum field, strengthening the bridge to your highest reality. Because you're not behind. You're not late. You haven't missed your chance. Everything up to this point has been preparing you for this awakening. And when you finally integrate what you already know, that you are not the effect of your circumstances, but the cause, you step fully into conscious creation. Your future self isn't waiting in frustration. They are holding you with infinite love, knowing that you will remember. And when you do, you'll see what they see, that you've always been more than enough, always been powerful, always been connected to the intelligence that creates worlds. The only question is, will you choose to embody that truth now? If this message resonates, let it be more than inspiration. Let it be the moment you shift. Take action as the person you're becoming. Share one word in the comments that represents the energy you're choosing, whether it's trust, courage, alignment, or love. Declare it to yourself, to your future, to the universe. And if you're ready to keep receiving these transmissions, stay connected here. Not just as a viewer, but as part of a collective awakening. Because your transformation doesn't stop with you. Every step you take clears the path for others. Your awakening helps awaken the world. So subscribe not just to this channel, but to your highest self. To this frequency of remembrance. To a reality where love replaces fear, where alignment replaces struggle, and where every one of us rises together. The transmission is complete. Now it's up to you.